I'll keep saying it. Brock Purdy just keeps checking boxes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And you don't realize, well, I guess we do realize that a kid that was come on, third string, he sat
I have to rethink my hatred for USC.
for that space to respect
Keepers.
scoreboard, but in the entirety of the competition, it's that have been like.
Maybe not. Let's not go that far. All right, let's talk about the Niners. And again, I'll keep saying it. Brock Purdy just keeps checking boxes, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And you don't realize, well, I guess we do realize that a kid that was come on, third string, he sat around all year, didn't suit for a lot of games. And or let's see, am I thinking about that right? Yeah, no. Once Jimmy played, he was suited up. But no, you don't do this. You don't create. I can give credit for Kyle and his amazing offense and play calling, how he protects them, and the great players that are around him. I get all that. Okay, but you have to still go play solid NFL football off the bench in your rookie year. So yeah, I told you I did my Star Wars. You talk about Yoda. You know my Force. I talked about the Force, right, a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the kid has the Force. And he's a young Padawan. What is it? What do you? I'm not
a Star Wars guy.
I'm just deep enough to cause myself some grief here. People are going to scream at me. I know my kids are going to you were dad. You said something about Padawan. You don't know what you're talking about with the Star Wars. But he has the Force, and I think people understand what that means, because the thing that we're describing is indescribable in some ways. That's the only way, the word you can use is the Force, because it's something about how he is present on the field and can handle all the inputs and all the data and still put out, his accuracy, and his mind is clean and clear, and that's just Patrick Mahomes reminded. When he first took the field, we were on Monday night in Denver in his rookie year. And he's playing, and that's when he did the left-handed throw. I don't know if you remember that one.
Yep.
Rolling, and I was just taken aback at how present he. When you stand on the sidelines, you played a long time. You get the benefit of now being completely. Your heartbeat's about 42, right? You just watch the game like if you could play that way, it'd be awesome. But everyone else on the field is freaking out because the pressure and the adrenaline and everything else. But here's a guy playing. You're like, wait, why is his heartbeat at 42? His heartbeat should be at least 100, 110, and that's what I saw in Patrick that was shocking to me as a rookie. And I think the same kind of thing with Brock.
No, I've gone from a point where he took over to, okay, limit mistakes, don't do anything crazy, just kind of stay within the offense, and even mentally adjusting for the fact that, okay, look, what do you expect? I mean, this guy's going to do some stuff that you're going to look at and go, why'd you do that? And you understand he's a rookie. I've gone from that point to, in a couple months, not even thinking about that and just judging him on his play as if he'd been playing for 5 years. If he makes a mistake, what are you doing? You can't do that. And then you have time to go, oh, wait a minute. That's right. He hasn't even played that. I don't even think of him that way anymore.
The best news of this is that, yeah, you feel that way. But I think what is really important is that Kyle feels that way. And you saw at the end of the game, with the game on the line, the play that he called, Kyle's starting to call plays for Brock to protect him. That's a big deal. And I think even Kyle mentioned, he goes, well, I might overreached on that one. But the fact that they're talking about it that way, and that's what's happening on the ground, that's the best of all the things we just talked about over the last 5 minutes. That's the best thing, is that Kyle feels a little bit unleashed and can push the boundaries here, because that's where, in the biggest games of the year, when we're in Philadelphia or wherever we are in playoffs, that you can be in those moments and you can lean in rather than stay neutral or lean back, because it's tougher to win those big games when that's the case.